Alright, and welcome back to another PvP analysis video. It's been a while since I've done one of these. This was supposed to be uploaded on Saturday, but I was having internet troubles and then I did family stuff. And then I was supposed to upload this on Monday, which is today when I'm recording this. But, yeah, I had work. Anyway, this is Rift. It's a TDM, well, not really a TDM. It's a Nexus objective, kind of like a Destroy the Monument type map on the Project Area servers on the Overcast network. And it's one of my favorite maps. It has to be one of the most unique maps on the servers at the moment. And I really enjoyed it. And I really want to give you guys some tips, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two. Though I must admit, I am not the best Rift player out there. I know 3-2, a great guy. He's obsessed with Rift pretty much, and he knows I think he knows a little bit more than me, but I'll give you what I know at the moment, and hopefully teach you guys some stuff. So first off, I go right down the center lane to start off, though I think that's arguable, but I think, it doesn't really matter in my opinion which lane you go down at first, and left or right. But I usually go down center. Oh, I guess I should kind of explain the mechanics here of this game. So what you do is you kill people, you get emeralds from killing people, and then you can go back to your spawn and buy upgrades, right? And there's many different upgrades you can go. So basically you just want to start killing people right off the bat, so you can start getting upgrades. And usually you want to get at least 10 emeralds for your first upgrade, because that will give you diamond pants, which will give you a huge defense boost. So anyway, you'll see here, I go right down the middle, kill a couple guys here and there, get 10 emeralds, and I'm going to run back and actually get myself some diamond pants. All right, and then your second upgrade is usually a diamond chestplate, which costs 20 emeralds. It means you need to kill more people. And, well, that is also debatable. I know some people, like 3-2, like to go for iron swords sometimes. Other people like to go straight for a diamond sword instead of a diamond chestplate. I mean, it really all depends on how you play. I personally go straight for the diamond chestplate. That seems to work out best for me, but I think you really have to cater it to your playstyle. Just kind of experiment, I guess. Play the map a lot. That's the best tip I can give you, really. But just kind of experiment, move around. I've also seen people go bows first, like no pants even, just go bows, and then you can just get kills right away with that. I mean, if you get a power 1 bow, you just sit back, shoot people, and usually you can kill a couple people, reclaim your arrows, and then you can just go grab, random stuff from there. That's also a valid tactic, but I haven't really seen that too much, but I've seen it a little bit. Anyway, there's definitely a lot of different possibilities with this map, and I want to note right now, see those little this thing that I'm here right next to, the little gold pressure plate with a spawner? Those spawn emeralds every, I don't know, 10 seconds or so, 15 seconds. And yeah, so if you really don't want to melee, you can kind of just sit on them if you really wanted to, though it's slower than meleeing in my opinion. I guess it really depends on how good at melee you are. If you're really an archer person, then maybe sitting on those so you can get your first bow and stuff is the way to go. I've never really experimented with that. That's a lie. I've gone games where I've sat on them and just hoarded emeralds, so I just never really did it too much. So I guess I'll start going over my tactics for this match. Actually, I died right there, sadly, and I'm going to go for diamond pants again, so I'm actually going to speed up the process to getting to those diamond pants once again here in a couple seconds. You'll see it fast forward. Anyway, I'm going to start going over my tactics for killing people on this map and where to go. So, first off, rule number 1, never stray too far from your allies. Being cornered, being cut off from your allies, being cut off from backup is what gets you killed in this map. That's it. Make sure you always have teammates behind you, and if you don't have teammates behind you, run to where you have teammates behind you. I mean, that's really the easiest thing, is you overextend, you think you're going to get somebody, and then you just, you get pooped upon. It's ridiculous. So rule number 1, don't stray too far from your allies, because you need somebody to rely upon that you can, just run back behind you and you'll be safe, because without that, you may get into some sticky situations, in which case you will die, and that sucks a lot. Trust me. That is the thing, is literally just, you think you have somebody to back you up and you don't. That's when you die in this map. That's when you die, is when you're by yourself and you think you have an ally and you turn around and whoa, there's nobody there. So keep a close eye on your allies. So like here, this is a bit sticky. I know there's a couple guys behind me though, so I think I'm fine. And you'll see here there's 3 guys, so I'm like, it's fine. I can take this guy on. Well, at least attempt to. This is usually where I hang out in this map, is on the other team's side, right next to their emerald pads, because here I can run away to either side depending on where the teams are. And well, this is the bad part for me. Okay, there's guys in front of me and I know there's guys behind me, and I'm like, and then they start coming back and I'm like, this is bad. So what I try to do is I try to get, running through people is not going to work. Never try to run through people. So I'm trying to just skirt around the edge, maybe get hit once or twice, but just skirt around the edge and then pass them by from behind them, because they're going to try to go right at me, and they're not going to try to cut me off because they don't know where exactly I'm going to go. So that's what ends up working for me, and thank goodness it works. And another tactic here, which I think I use for a second, maybe I use it later on. When you're running away, using F5 real quick to look behind you is a great option. That way you can check to see if you can stop to turn around or not. It's hard for me because I'm on a Mac and I have everything. I don't use the function keys the way normal people do, which is a shame. I wish I could just rebind F5 or just turn it off for Minecraft. That way I could do it. Also, you notice that even though I didn't buy anything at spawn, I went up into the tower to spawn, and you'll see here, this is the problem. I thought there were people behind me. I tried to go and I'm like, oh no, there aren't. And that could have ended very dangerously. And stay, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of rambling on here. I hope this makes sense. Stay away from edges. Staying away from edges is the key, because once you get hit into a tree, you lose your sprint, hit into a wall, that's when you're going to die. Because once you lose your sprint, once you lose that momentum going forward, and you get hit, once you get cornered, that's killer here. That is killer. Also, I didn't mean to kill Reshif a ton this match. I just hate ponies. I'm sorry. I'm a pony hater. Yep. So yeah, I did mean to kill Reshif a ton. Nah, I'm just joking, guys. No hating on the bronies. They're all cool. I like them a lot. Well, some of them. Anyway, yeah. So stay away from edges. Make sure you have allies, and then hang out in the pad area on the other team's side, because there seems to be a lot of people there with a lot of emeralds, and you'll see that actually pays off for me in a little bit. I'm not actually sure how far into the game that is, but you'll see here. And this is a bad choice on my part. You'll see I'm chasing these 4 guys. I don't know if there are any teammates behind me, and well, there were a couple teammates behind me, but running into a 1v4, never do that. I should not have done that. And you'll see here that I'm actually going different places. Like, even though it looks like I'm just kind of running around, I'm looking for a spot where I distinctly have the advantage. I never want to be in a situation where I might lose. I always want to be in a situation where I will win. That is the best advice I can give you. Never be in a situation where you could lose. Always be in a situation where you will win. I don't know. Anyway, that's my idea here. Staying alive is the way to go. You can't die in this match, or you lose all your gear, you lose all your upgrades, and you got to start over. So let's see right now. I think I'm going for the diamond chestplate. I don't think I have that yet. That's what I use my next 20 emeralds on, I believe. So you'll see for the next bit here, I'm just kind of farming these emerald pads area, because a lot of people are like, free emeralds, it's much easier than killing people, so I'm just gonna go over there, and then you can go get easy kills because they don't expect people to be there. And it's really great place for farming emeralds, in my opinion. I'm sure there are plenty of other tactics, but that's the tactic I use and the tactic I find to be the best personally. I'm sure there are plenty of other tactics. If you're a better PvPer, maybe you want to go on the sides and cut, do 2v1s over there or whatever. But that's not my playstyle. My playstyle is to take it easy, make sure I don't die, and farm the high traffic zones where I know I will have backup and I know I can get emeralds. That is my strategy on the map Rift. So again, I'm just kind of, defending, staying in my base right now, making sure, killing people that I know I can kill, not going after people who I know I can't kill, etc., etc. And again, you always want to get the jump on people, get the people from behind, never go at them head on if you can, unless you're outgear them, etc., etc. So here you see I'm getting my diamond chest plate. Again, I was saying before, you could go for a diamond sword right here, or maybe you want to go for, maybe pots first, maybe a bow. Again, that really depends on your personal play style, but in my opinion, for general gameplay, diamond pants, diamond chest plate, because the longer you survive, the better. And then I'm gonna rack up 20 emeralds again here, trying to go for a diamond sword, because diamond sword, full diamond, is just, it's nice. It's very, very nice. And I think I actually get 20 emeralds rather quickly here, but I could be mistaken. I'm not entirely sure. So see there, I'm going forward. I'm trying to push forward, but I don't want to go forward if the rest of my team isn't going forward. If I don't have anybody behind me, see, there's nobody behind me, I'm not going to go into that group of people, because I want to be able to have a nice, easy retreat. See here, oh, I have a nice diamond armor guy next to me. I'm going to try, get a couple of kills here. And then I'm like running away because I'm getting overpowered. If you are taking more hits than you are dealing out, run away. If you're taking more hits than you are dealing out, run away as quick as possible. Get into a group of allies. Hopefully the enemy will decide to attack somebody else. That's the best advice I can give. So I'm just farming the center area, but again, I think farming the emerald pads is the way to go most of the time. Usually I do that, or maybe even farming the sides, but I usually don't go for the sides, though. That is definitely a viable option. And maybe if you're playing with a group of people, coordinating on who's on what side, who's taking what flanks to protect which sides, etc., etc., etc. Also, I'm playing to win this match. A lot of people play this as a TDM, and they just rack up kills after kills after kills. And yes, I do that, but I do it for the objective. And you'll see that much later on when it gets a bit crazier than it is now. I'm playing this very conservatively, because you gotta rack up your emeralds, try to get the emeralds for the gear, and then once you get gear, you can start playing a little bit more aggressive, until you get to the Baron, which I believe is the ultimate end goal of Rift, pretty much. Because once you get Baron, then you can really start to put pressure, and pretty much once you get Baron, your team's assured victory. At least that's my experience so far with Rift. So my objective, this is my personal objective while playing Rift, though some people try different tactics, different objectives, is to gear up, get full diamond sword included, by the way, get around 6 to 7 health potions, and then go try to kill Baron. Once you kill Baron, you splash that potion on a ton of people, you rush up, take out a lot of people, get enough emeralds, take out a couple of the inhibitors, rush back, get another round of health pots, kill other Baron, get that pot, and go up and, just wreck face pretty much. It's pretty awesome. That's my strategy. There are different strategies, and I guess I'll cover those here. Why not? Because I'm kind of at a loss to talk about. And see here, I'm actually going to grab my diamond sword, and then it starts to get real fun. You'll see. Anyway, on to the different strategies. TNT rushing. That is definitely a viable strategy. I've seen people do a lot of good stuff with that. What they do is they usually hoard up emeralds to get, I don't know, I'm going to say 1 to 3 pieces of TNT, buy a speed 2 pot, pop the speed 2, rush to the inhibitors, and just place TNT on them. Pretty nice, pretty successful rush. I haven't really played with that style myself. I'm more of a conservative, I don't want to die, trying to gear up, trying to outgear my opponent, play smart type of guy. But the TNT Rush is definitely a viable option, and I recommend you try it out. Just try out all the different play styles. That's really the way to go. You'll have the most fun that way playing the game, It's just trying different things, challenging yourselves, that kind of thing. The next play style is Archer. I've played that before. You definitely grab a flame bow, grab a power bow, grab some arrows, and you just kind of sit back and wail on the opponent from far away. Because far away, you're not going to die. You're going to get a fair amount of kills. Not the best amount of kills, but, a fair amount. Actually, before I go any further, I don't think I've actually described what Baron is. For those of you who don't know, Baron is a zombie pigman clad in gold armor, I want to say. I don't know. You'll see later in the video, actually. Clad in armor, who, when you kill him, he actually drops a very awesome splash potion that gives you like strength 2, speed 2, regeneration, haste. I don't know. It's crazy. And it just allows your team to take a huge push forward for the objective. Again, you'll see that later in the video, actually. So, back to game modes, is the Tower Destroyer type-esque game mode. So you see those things that I've kept going up to get back to spawn? By the way, you have to go to the top of the tower to get back to your spawn. I guess these PvP analysis videos are really for people who know the map already, but just want to kind of, a couple extra tips. You know the basics of the map, right? So I'm actually this is the Baron. You'll see him a little bit here. Also, don't go on the trees. It's illegal. But I can't do anything because I'm recording. I can't punish the guy while I'm recording, right? That kind of breaks the flow of the video. Anyway, don't go on the trees, please. I will punish you, and I'm gonna go back and look at those guys and punish them right now. Well, maybe warn them. Probably that's the way to go. Warn them. Map rule. Warn them. Anyway. Where was I? I told them a lot. Oh yeah. So see these towers? You can destroy them by breaking the redstone that's underneath. And a very good strategy that I've seen is destroying all those towers. Once all of those towers are destroyed, your opponent can't go into their spawn and gear up, which means that you will always have better gear than them. Supposedly. I think there is a way to get back into your spawn when all of your towers are blown up, but I do not know that way exactly. But I have seen people get back into the spawn even though all the towers are blown up, and I'm not sure how they did it. But that is also a viable strategy. Usually people go the TNT route with that. You just plop a TNT down right next to the tower, right next to the redstone, and that usually takes out the tower. I think there's 7 towers total, I want to say. And so, just take around, and some of them require 2 TNT. So, that's like 10 TNT there, and you take out all their towers. Very good way, but again, you have to actually get to the tower, which can be the difficult part. Another way is there actually a diamond pick that you can get for 20 emeralds, and hardly anybody, when I say hardly anybody, I mean nobody gets a diamond pick, though I have gotten the diamond pick a couple of times, and I've got to say it's definitely a viable strategy, and I think people should try it more often, because you get to grab a speed 2 pot, grab your diamond pick, and you get in there with a couple allies while they're fighting, right? They distract the people while you just take out that tower. It's gone. It's a nice, quick, easy way. I think it's a really viable strategy that a lot of people overlook, and that's just to get a diamond pick to mine out the things. Yeah, definitely look into that, guys. So you see, I just bought my Insta Health Splash Potions, Insta Health 2, because I'm starting to gear up for Baron. I said earlier 6 to 7 Insta Health pots, and I think I go with 6 this round, but I think you can actually do it with 5 too, 5 Insta Health pots, and then I'll show you where Baron is once I get to that too. And then this gameplay starts to really go wild. It is crazy. So, stick around for that. Anyway, so again, I'm just doing my thing, farming emeralds, staying next to my group, going around this is the area I was talking about earlier. Just kind of sit in this area, farm these guys, farm people like him, unsuspecting. You get a nice chunk of emeralds. Yeah, I got 14 emeralds from that one guy. Well, I didn't get, I got like 7 there, and it ended up with a total of 14, which is a pretty good amount. And then say you get 7 or so per guy you find there, right? It's a pretty decent sized chunk of people, right? That's my best way to get emeralds. So you'll see here that I'm actually going to go get the insta health pots here, and then I'm going to go head for Baron. So while I'm talking about Baron, since this is the part of the gameplay that we're getting to, a lot of people when they get Baron, it's a very private thing, a very I'm gonna do this with my group of mates, and we're gonna go get the Baron pot and kill farm. Wow, yes, that is a lot of fun. My mentality of playing Overcast Network is to win. It's to win the game, not die. If you get a good KD along the way, if that's part of the gameplay, good. Like, I believe that Rift, yes, it is very TDM-esque, and that not dying and getting a lot of kills is very important to the gameplay of the map. It actually allows your team to win. But that's not it. That's not the whole thing. There is an objective to the map. There, see all those objectives on the right hand side? Yeah, those are actually there. So, people say do it by yourself, you'll get the best effect at the potion, etc., etc., etc. I say tell people you're going for Baron. Tell people you have the pot. Get as many people as you can to get the pot, and that's how you do it. So see by there, I just threw the insta health potions right on top of them. That's how you get Baron. It's as simple as that. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it doesn't take 3. Sometimes it's more than 3, or less than 3. Depending on how injured the Baron is. But once you have the pot, what you should do is you should group as many people as you can together. You'll see me do this here by communicating in chat. And yes, you don't have to be in voice communication with these guys. You just have to, type. Yeah, there is something to be said about team chat. You can actually coordinate fairly well with your team in the chat. So here I'm telling everybody to meet in the middle, and I'm going to go splash the potion on everybody, and we're going to have this massive push. So for my first push here, for this first Baron pot, I say, okay, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to defend my teammates as they take out the left, middle, and right inhibitors. And then we'll go for the Nexus on another push, because I don't think that the Baron pot's going to last that long. And you'll see that it kind of does last that long in a bit, but you don't want to risk it. Again, you got to play cautious in this map. This map is all about caution, staying cool in the head, getting your emeralds up, getting your gear, etc., etc., etc. You don't want to die. That's like the biggest #1 rule of Rift. Don't die. Don't die, because if you lose your gear, you got to start all over again, and boy, is it a pain. So here I am. I'm saying, everybody come to me. We're about to pot up. We're about to pot up here, and, well, this is where the real fun begins, guys. This is where the real fun begins. There is a tree that a lot of people like to go to. Everybody gets into the tree corner, and I guess that makes sense. Everybody, that way everybody can get into like practically the exact same location. I don't think it really matters too much. So anyway, splash it on me, and boom. Here we go. It's like 2-shot. I'm 2-shotting everybody. So now you'll just see how amazingly amazing this potion is. You'll see I open up my inventory from time to time to check on the time limit left for these potion effects, because you don't want to be caught where I'm about to go with these potion effects off, because you are going to be screwed. Even if you have full diamond armor, even if you have a couple of insta health pots, you're not going to be able to do it. So see here, I'm actually standing in front of my teammates, or at least trying to, and I'm trying to prevent these cyan guys from getting to my teammates who are destroying the monument. So right here, I stay in the front, drawing the attention of the cyans. Now, if I was smart, I would go to either the right hand side or the left hand side to help defend the people trying to go for those inhibitors. Instead, I stay in the middle and draw the fire. While yes, this eventually it does work for us. It was a good idea in the end. And I just draw all their fire because I'm a tank right now. I got regen too. I've got like practically everything on me, right? So it's like, oh yeah, you don't want to mess with me. I'm just like 2-hitting all these guys. It is so nice. And again, you'll see me open up my inventory every once in a while to make sure I don't see, I just flash my inventory just so I can boom see the time left on those effects. That way I know when to get out. I usually get out around 20-30 seconds or so, just so I have enough potions so I can get away fast without being worried. Again, caution, caution, caution. So again, I'm just drawing their fire, tanking it up, getting a ton of kills, and I'm also farming emeralds for the next push. So for the next push, I'm going TNT, insta health, and speed, even though you don't need speed because, well, you may get another Baron pot here. But definitely going for more TNT so you can just go rush in, tank a little bit, boom, Nexus is down, you win. That's my goal. You take out the first 3, you get a Baron pot, you tank it, and then you just blow up the Nexus. And you see I'm checking my time there again, and I'm also checking my emeralds, I think. Yeah, I mean, you get a ton of emeralds from just sitting there farming people with the Baron pot. So I'm like, okay, time to get out. I think I have around 30 seconds. I guess I'll leave a little bit early for this Baron pot, but you know, again, better safe than sorry. It's all about caution, all about caution. So the Baron is on either side of the map, either side of the river. So there's actually 2 Barons in the map, so you can get the pot twice. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I guess I should mention that now before I go get the second Baron pot. Oh, look at all those emeralds. I'm like, oh yeah, look at that, look at that. And you'll see I did get a bow. I go for a flame bow on this map. The way I progress in this map, in this match particularly, is I go diamond armor, diamond sword, health pots, Baron stuff. Then I go bow and stuff like that, because, and here I am and get my TNT for the final Nexus push. And as I do that because I go flame bow eventually, because flame bows scare the other team off so much. It is so good when you're running away and you can turn around, shoot somebody with a flame bow. That scares a ton of people off. And also here, I want to talk about this. So 1.6 has come around, and now Golden Apple gives absorption hearts. You don't see golden apples too much in Rift, at least you didn't, but you might now because of 1.6. They give absorption hearts, and absorption's pretty good. That's an extra 2 hearts you get there. And I think it has a place in Rift now, especially for higher tiered people. Usually they just didn't bother because, you know, you got insta health. Why do you need that? But those absorption hearts make you last longer. So see, I'm eating one here. And I just want to mention that if you have a golden apple on any map, actually, if you have a golden apple, eat it right away, because those 2 absorption hearts could come in handy very, 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 I don't know, very something. They could come in handy. I was going to say like very quickly. I don't know. But they're very nice. Again, I'm just throwing potion pots down on the Baron here till he's dead. Dropping down, grabbing the Baron potion. And whoop, up we go. And we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm calling everybody to arms. We're going to do one final push. And that's how you're going to do it. That's how you're going to do it. You're going to get both Baron pots, insta health, fully geared up. And that's pretty much my strategy for Rift. And it's just all about caution, playing smart, and using your environment. Stay in the middle. Don't get hit to the side. Don't get caught. And yeah, that's especially true. I meant to mention this while I was actually doing the first push in the enemy's base. While you're doing the first push, stay away from those stone walls, because once you get hit up against those stone walls, even if you have Baron pot on, if you get comboed into that stone wall 3 or 4 times, you are gonna have a bad time. And as I said, people usually go TDM style on this map, but again, I got that TNT. I'm going for the win. I go for the win on these maps. So here we go. We get everybody in. I say 10 seconds. Form my teammates exactly what I'm going to do. Communication is key. Communication, caution. It is all so important to playing well and playing successfully on the Overcast Network. And here it is. Here's the final push. So let's just kind of enjoy this moment. You got a ton of people in here. I'm going to raise up my absorption just to make sure. And bam, 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 we are just rushing through. And, you know, you have regen 2, you got speed 2, you got strength 2. You hardly have to worry about anything. You got absorption. You got, I mean, you can just 2-hit everybody, right? It is so, so nice. Here we go. And you're going to go with the TNT here. And you're going to try to place it on top, because that way you'll get the most, I think, most bang for your buck. It's closest to the objective. And then I just placed down my last couple of TNT. That's obviously the way to go on the Nexus if you have TNT. And that's going to end the game. So that is my gameplay on Rift. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye, guys.